and we're going to look at some cleaning supplies and tools from a couple of different manufacturers. Since we have the AR10 and the bench and field evaluation in this issue, we thought it would be a good time to add some of these specialized cleaning tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the vise over here and I'm going to clamp this in the vise and we'll go ahead and get started. Before I get too far down the road though, I want to show you this, and this is a Magwell Block, and this came from the folks at Sinclair, and it's very sturdy. I don't know whether it's made out of just Delrin or whether it's micarta, but it's machined out of something, and it's really sturdy. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this in here. And then we'll go ahead and set up our vise. And we'll take the bolt out and the operating handle. Now, for regular cleaning of the gun, we've, you can take your cleaning rod and come up and down in here, but you're still going to get stuff dropping down into the magwell and the rest of the gun. This is the cleaning guide tube from Sinclair Products, and I've marked AR10 on there because I've got a couple of ARs, and that way I know which one this one is. This slides into the receiver of the gun, and the O-ring here goes into the chamber, and it seals it off. And you can see here it gives you a nice hole to put your cleaning rods through. This is another accessory which goes with it, and this is what's called a solvent port. This slides into the end of the tube here, and then as you push your patch into the tube with the slot up on it, you can go ahead and put your solvent on the patch here, and so when you're pushing it in, it's not dripping off the edge of the tube. And the way that goes is we come up here into the gun, and it just slides directly into the receiver, and then that's in the chamber, so that really isn't going anywhere. It locks it down really nice and takes care of business. While we're on the line of Sinclair, we have what's called an AR10 cleaning link. They also make these for the AR15. This is a really handy item for when you're cleaning your gun or you're working on it. Put that in here. That goes through the rear pin hole in the receiver, and then if we bring this down into the gun and then push the rear pin through the hole, that locks the gun in place so it isn't flopping around. Let's take that out of here. Then we have an item from CJ Industries, and they have a lot of interesting cleaning supplies and items for ARs. This particular one is for the .38 caliber or .308 caliber or 7.62 AKs or ARs, excuse me. And what this does is this gets in and cleans out those cruddy recesses that the bolt locks into in a gun, which really get filthy over time if you don't clean them out, because a regular cleaning with a brush, and a cleaning rod just doesn't get it done. All right, now this goes in and screws into the handle. Now, these parts here, and I'll show you on the gun, go on the base of the cleaning brush, and then you thread that into the flexible handle here. Now you could, without opening the gun, work that in through the ejection port here and slide it in there, but that's kind of a hard way to do it. The better way to do it is to run it in from the rear. Now, what this does, I'm going to show you on a barrel that we have off here. You can see the barrel extension here, and you can see the lugs that your bolt locks into. Okay, the lugs on the bolt go in there and turn. So this area behind the lugs really fills up with crud because there's no way to really get in there and clean it. Well, these do. These clean really well. When you push this in, these go right down in the gun. They follow the lugs. And when you clean that and turn it, that cleans out the lugs really well. Okay? And if you affix that to the rear of the brush, that won't turn. So that if you put it in here, then you can turn it, and you'll see that that rotates in there and cleans out that recess. Very nice. Good product. I like that a lot. Now they also have these available for the M16, AR-15, and in the .223 caliber. You can see the difference in the size between the recess cleaners. Really a good product. I like that a lot. Now another thing that they have is their own bore guide. Now this one is for the .223 caliber. You'll notice that it has on the end here you see it's a lot like the one for the AR10. This part guides it inside the receiver. Of course, it doesn't inside this because of the size of the 308 receiver. But as you can see, that matches the cleaning lug recesses, or the lug recess felt cleaners there, and this fits right inside the lug recesses on a .223 caliber gun. So what you do is you put that in and you rotate it. It's also got an O-ring on here on the end here, which will lock it in the chamber. And when this is rotated over, that centers they have the actual guide tube is on top. And then you can do the same thing like you do with the Sinclair product, which is you put your brush or your patch inside here and put the solvent down on here, and it keeps things from running into the gun. A little bit different ways of doing things, but again, a real good idea, and it certainly locks things into place, and this works really well. Right, now, another thing which we have from CJ, put these out of the way, is their AR10 or 308 cleaning kit. Now you see this comes in a ballistic nylon, clips on. It's got an Alice clip here so it clips to your web belt, and velcroed on the inside. You have two compartments, one here where you can store other items, and then you have the second compartment where they have, these out of the way, all kinds of cleaning supplies, everything you need to do, everything you need, all the tools you need to clean your 308 caliber AR. Got a nice brush, the double-ended brush, just like the military brush. You've got break-free, our personal favorites. You have a chamber brush. This goes in, cleans the chamber, and this part of the brush here cleans in the locking lug recesses. Bore brush, patches, and then you have a really nice collapsible cleaning rod here. The handle comes down, the cleaning rods all go together. You have 3 sections plus the cleaning loop here for the end. Nice little compact kit. Put that back together. Slides in there and goes back. So, really compact, keeps everything together for you, and I think you'll like it. Some really nice supplies here from Sinclair and from the folks at CJ.